Pandemic episode hosted by Love Passes. Guest for today Anio JT. Bandon, the success story of an achiever.
Good morning! Today's episode will be the most fascinating and motivational episode as this is requested by the people. We are honored and it's privilege for us to have our very own guest today to have an interview to share his story with us about his success at the very young age.
Thank you so much as well for inviting me on this morning show because I've heard that there are a lot of people who really wanted to hear my story of success.
Welcome to our studio, Janio. I will go direct to the point. Before we invite you to the show, we actually have some research coming from your closest friends and family to ask who is Janio Badin. Let me ask you, please share us your story, about your educational background.
During my elementary days, I am actually being taught to not settle for less and to go beyond the box. And I'm grateful as well that I am already exposed to achievements at early age. And in elementary, I am actually, consistent first honor student from grade 1 up until 5, and I graduated in elementary as a class valedictorian, which I'm really grateful of. To follow up, during my high school days, on this picture as you can see, I actually have this top 1 and consistent first honor as well during grade 7 up until 10, which I graduated as a class valedictorian as well at Talomo National High School, which you can see here in the picture. And during senior high school, I graduated at the University of Mindanao, taking humanities and social sciences as the overall top 1 of the said strand.
We have asked many students from different schools in Davao City, and we heard that you're a young choreographer. Can you share with us your story about that?
When it comes to being a choreographer, that's my hobby, and I really love to do that, like teaching and mentoring young students in different style or type of dances. And based on these pictures, I can see that this is what I love to do. During that time, I'm 14 years old, where I think of a strategy that I can help myself, at the same time help my family to sustain their needs and my needs and wants as well. So I think of a strategy, and I found out that I have this capability to teach or to choreograph different style or type of dances.
How amazing you are! You are awesome, Mr. J. Baden. At the very young age, you already have the capacity to mentor many students and teach different styles and kind of dance. People want to know your story about your leadership background. Can you share something about it?
15 years old, Hani J. Bandin became a young leader. I became a president of our Philippine Youth Association of the Philippines, which you can see here in these pictures, where we join a lot of activities and meet new friends as well. And during high school days, I became the president as well of the Supreme Student Government of Talomo National High School, and became the vice president of Davao City Federation Supreme Student Government. And I was awarded as Young Leadership Excellent Award.
Wow, personally, I really amazed of how wise and great leader you are. I just wanted to personally ask you questions as I've heard that you're a working student, and can you share something about it?
I was actually 18 years old that time, where I think of a job which I can help to my family, at the same time sustain my needs as an individual. And this is actually my first job, and luckily I became a call center agent in one of the company here in Davao, which is iCore company, as you can see. And luckily as well, I became the top one agent. I'm the youngest agent of our account, yet I'm the top one agent of our company.
Excellent. If you don't mind me asking, aside from being a call center agent, you are a hair and makeup artist as well. How did you handle that?
I just discovered myself that I can do hair and makeup as well in different kind of events. And right now I am actually shocked as well that I can gain money here, and I love doing it as well. In fact, I've been into different places, different individuals as well, to do hair and makeup, like different events like debut, wedding, birthdays, or parties. I definitely do that. I can do that as well, and I love doing it.
Really? Wow. To be honest, I don't think someone can actually do the same things with what you are doing right now because you are still young. And let me ask you, who's your inspiration about all of this?
To be quite honest, my inspiration for all of this are my family. I know that I cannot do all these things without their guidance, and I'm so honored that I know that for every battle that I face, they are actually behind my back to support me all throughout my journey.
Whoa! Wow, this episode will be the most inspirational and motivational at the same time. If you come to think, he's still young yet very inspiring as he's very hardworking and he don't settle for less. Before we will end this show, we just wanted to ask a favor. What can you say and share to young people out there like you who wish to be successful as well?
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. God says in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Hear me well on this day. This day when you have reached the hilltop and you are deciding on next jobs, next steps, careers, further education. You would rather find purpose than a job or a career. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. If it's meant for you, God will move someone that's holding you back away from a door and put someone there who will open it for you. I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Press on with pride and press on with purpose and appreciate what God has brought you through.
Thank you so much, Mr. Janyu J. Baden, for sharing with us your story, a very heartwarming and emotional yet inspiring story. Thank you so much. Again, this is Love Love Passes, your host for the day. Kita-kit next time with another episode in Magandang Buhay.